A few months ago, I paid almost 200 euros for professional custom liveries just to find out that people actually drive my amateur self-made livery over 6 times more than all of theirs combined. But the truth is, that might actually be my fault. In the last video, I told the designers to just do whatever they want, but later a professional designer told me he absolutely hates it when clients don't give him anything to work with. So today, we're doing this all over again, but this time every designer gets a specific design brief. And while waiting, I got a little creative myself again. I made 2 brand new liveries, but this time they were not just for fun. I actually entered them into 2 really cool design contests. So let's find out if better client briefs lead to better results, and if an amateur like me can actually compete with people who do this for a living. To fix my mistake from the last video, I first decided what liveries I wanted to order this time. So I came up with 4 different styles that I personally really like, and then I looked through everyone's portfolio again to figure out which style actually suits them best. Daky is the cheapest designer out of the 4, and even though his first livery has been raised 0 times so far, I and a lot of you guys actually liked it. The overall design was cool, but it was missing something, and some details needed polishing, like the branding not being centered or the windshield banner not being invisible. One thing I noticed with his liveries is that he often uses these signature patterns. They add some spice to his liveries, even though the actual designs are fairly simple. So I wanted to push him towards a cleaner, classic heritage style inspired direction. I thought if he could do something like this and include his signature patterns, that could turn out really cool. Here is what I think every time I look at Ita's first livery. You can clearly see the direction he was going for, a classic, clean, motorsport inspired design, which is just not quite there yet. But if you look at his portfolio, he's absolutely capable of doing beautiful designs in exactly that style. That's why I decided to stick with that direction. Mamo's first livery confused me a little. It mixes a few different patterns and colors, and in the end it looks like a mixture of different patterns and colors, and that honestly disappointed me a little, because I had high expectations for this livery. If you look at his portfolio, he has some incredible designs, bold and creative, exactly the liveries I personally love. And I think I got the perfect order for that. I really love this blue and pink color combination. When it's done right, it just pops and looks amazing. So I sent him these references and said, make me something bold, eye-catching in pink and blue. The last one, Tam livery. If you order a livery from this man, there is a slight chance you receive a livery for a car that you didn't order. But besides that, the quality of his work is incredible. He is the premium option out of these 4, and I think you can really see that in his portfolio. A design doesn't have to be premium to look good. It's just that Tam has this style that immediately looks professional, clean, aggressive, incredibly well executed. I was actually really happy with the first livery he made for me. The only reason I don't drive it is because I like my liveries to stand out at first sight, which is what my Clementine does a little bit better. So this time I wanted him to create something that's so cool that I just have to drive it. So I went with this modern, aggressive livery style, which is also one of my favorites. I think it's not that easy to do, but I know he can do it, because one of the reference liveries I sent him is actually one of his liveries. I could have asked specifically for brighter colors, but honestly, I don't think this style even needs them. If he does it well, which I expect him to do, this design would even look awesome in black and white. And now, while we are waiting for the results, which is not true, I have them right here, I'm just artificially creating suspense. I want to show you what I was working on in the meantime. This takes a few minutes, but if you keep watching, you will know why I almost painted literal nipples on my contest car, so I'd say it's worth it. But first, since so many of you actually liked my Purpose Clementine, I actually made a bonus livery for you. I thought this design also works great in blue, so if you like the cousin or any other livery you will see in this video, I uploaded all of them to Trading Paints. The first contest I want to talk about is the Black Falcon livery competition. And what's so cool about this one is that the winner of this contest will have his livery on the real Porsche Cup car for the 24-hour Nürburgring race, which gets driven by these guys. Sounds pretty cool, right? That's at least what about 1 million other people thought, because that's how many liveries were already submitted by the time I even found out about this contest. And when I checked these submissions, it looked like Leonardo da Vinci made some babies with Vincent van Gogh, and every single one of these babies participated in this contest. So no, there was basically 0 chance that I was going to win this. These liveries look exactly like what I wish I could create, but I just can't. To hide my inability, I started creating something completely different than everybody else. Different colors, different concepts, and I came up with this. The idea behind this livery is actually the sunset fading into the night, just like the atmosphere on the Nürburgring 24-hour race. And to give it my personal touch, I put some smileys on it and a little stab to the driver in the back. Since I like to give my liveries names lately, this one is called Adley's Black Falcon Submission. Right now, this livery is actually right on top at trending liveries for the Porsche Cup on Trading Paints. It's currently being driven over 100 times, and not only that, the contest is actually over by now and I actually won! No, just kidding. They didn't give a shit about my livery, but that's okay, because this whole time my heart was actually at the Canvas Project from JWC Designs. Yes, there is also a prize, a few $100 worth of iRacing credits, but that's not what it's about. It's about being creative, and you don't need to be the best livery designer. You just take this blank canvas and create something that makes the judges stop scrolling for a second. Each judge then picks their favorite livery and awards it with a share of the prize pool. And when I saw who these judges were, I immediately knew what the concept of my car had to be. So, this livery is called Homage to the Judges. Sorry. Hey Amit.
Plant B?
Plant what?
Plant B?
I take a bunch of those actually.
No beach, plant the ball.
Bees.
Woman, with the gate and help!
I really love how this livery turned out, and what makes it so special is not really the look, but the meaning behind everything. Since this is called the Canvas Project, I knew right from the start that I wanted the car to look like an actual painted canvas, with paint splatters and that kind of stuff. Everything else is inspired by the judges. And the first judge and creator of the Canvas Project is Jacob, also known as JWC Designs. Watching this guy's Instagram stories is so unbelievably inspiring. It's like watching the Mona Lisa getting painted.
I would like to do bigger things. I have dreams. I'm a loser that lives at home. I don't have any friends, social life. I'd love to get out and change the world, make it a beautiful place.
This just breaks my heart every time I see this. A few days before the Canvas Project started, Jacob uploaded this helmet he designed. I absolutely love the way he used the blue and gold colors as a reference to the Statue of Liberty and New York. So in his honor, I decided to use the same colors to represent his hometown, New York, on this livery as well. But I thought this wasn't enough. I also wanted to capture his personality, because it's truly one of a kind. When I ask him a simple yes or no question, I get philosophical lectures about how there is no such thing as talent, only hard work. Somehow, in the same conversation where he's insulting and roasting me, he also sends me a new profile picture and logo for free, just because he hated my old ones. But you know what? Take a look for yourself.
Shut the fuck up! What do you just, like, why are you...
The one quote that sums Jacob up perfectly for me is when he told me that people who don't give him something to work with can suck his nuts. Oh, and he absolutely hates AI, which he never gets tired of reminding me, so I couldn't resist sneaking in a little AI reference, just to make sure he fucking hates this livery too. The second judge is my favorite sim racing YouTuber and one of the reasons I actually started my channel, Aiden Pole. Whether you are eating lunch, taking an extra long shit, or watching YouTube in bed before falling asleep, this guy's race commentaries are always a great watch. For my last livery video, Jacob sent me a livery he made for Aiden. So just to make sure Aiden was cool with me showing the livery, I sent him a message saying, "Hey, I really enjoy your videos. You're one of the reasons I started YouTube. Is it okay if I show your livery?" And Aiden, being the nice, humble guy he is, did not answer. I'm not stupid, I know there is a good chance he just never saw that message, and I'm actually used to people not answering me, even if they stand right in front of me, so no, I'm not angry. Just a little hurt. Simon Ramampiaro, also known as Simon R Designs, is a designer who has already worked with multiple huge brands, and right now he's designing for Oracle Red Bull Racing. Yes, the current Red Bull Formula 1 liveries are designed by this guy. I mean, when you've reached a point like this, you are basically the king of your industry. Richard Phillips is an unbelievable artist from the US. This man has some serious talent. Or like Jacob would say, a lot of time put into it. If I had to guess Richard's sexuality, I'd say he's probably not gay. At least that's what went through my head when I scrolled through his Instagram page. Cause this man cannot get enough of those titties. But then I realized something. This man is not a brainless chimpanzee like me. This man paints with his soul. And there is nothing that touches a man's soul more than the beauty of a woman. Aww. His paintings belong in art galleries all over the world and not on a cheap sim racing livery made by a guy with hair loss and 6K subscribers on YouTube. But I just had to put one of them on my car, so please don't sue me, Richard. The last two judges are actually brands. And the first one is Race Service. A brand that might actually look like a fashion brand at first, but that's actually just the tip of the iceberg. Their fingerprints are all over motorsport. Their goal is to reshape automotive culture by blending it with modern street culture. So I think it makes perfect sense that they are based in LA. Huh? What? LA is not specific enough? Sorry, their address is... And lastly, LVRY, a US-based motorsport brand that does one thing extremely well. Aura. Their products, their online presence, their headquarters, everything feels incredibly tasteful, carefully chosen and highly professional. Would be a really cool brand to have as a first sponsor. Because they are not just active in real motorsport. There is the LVRY Ringmeister series on iRacing and they also sell sim racing gloves. Talking about professionalism. The guy designing their gear, JJ Collier, used to design for Ralph Lauren. That's the type of people you hire if you are serious about what you do. So if you are serious about what you do, make sure to visit an authorized retailer or the LVRY headquarters located at Utah Motorsport Campus to try on a DRVR suit. And if you have any questions concerning the return policy, please contact them. And since this is my livery, I wanted to keep my personal touch on it as well, so I claimed the left rear tire section for myself, put on positive words again, as well as a few Easter eggs. Alright, enough from my shit, back to the actual experiment. Let's see if giving the designers more direction actually made a difference. Here's the thing, I really did not like the first livery Daky sent me, but he was completely cool about it and immediately started working on a new version, which I liked a lot more. Still, both of these, in my opinion, missed the references and what I actually had in mind. But because I liked this new concept for what it was, I told him to maybe change that green to something like gold to get rid of the Monster Energy look and keep going. when he sent me the finished livery, I told him a few things that bothered me. He literally copied a few things from my Purpose Clementine. The spoiler, the branding on the back, the Austrian flag on the B-pillar. If copying another livery is okay or not, I let you be the judge of that. But I also felt like it didn't really fit the direction this livery was going. Also, the branding is not symmetrical, which can be a style decision, but in this case is probably by accident, especially since part of the branding disappears behind the door handle. And I also told him that the background of the name decal is black and not transparent. This one is a bit tricky and I actually just found that out myself not too long ago, so I even told him how to remove it. He said he will work those things out, but he didn't. So is this what I ordered? Not really. Is it a bad design? No. That being said, he's a really nice guy who's genuinely trying his best. So if you like his style and you're looking for a custom livery without spending a fortune, Daky is definitely worth checking out. Mamo's livery honestly disappointed me a little. From the side and the back, it looks kinda cool, even though it's extremely simple. But that's also a reason why it completely missed the direction I was going for. I specifically asked for something bold and eye-catching, sent several references to show exactly what I meant, and even mentioned the colors pink and cyan. To me, the only thing bold and eye-catching about this livery are the colors, and one of the two colors I specifically asked for isn't even in the design. So I went back and checked my order to see if I had missed something. Maybe the standard package I ordered was supposed to be only a simple design, but no. The package description says an advanced personalized design with multiple colors and patterns. Now, maybe that simply matches his interpretation of that package, but even before ordering I asked if he could create something in the direction of my references. He said yes, and I received this. What frustrates me the most though isn't even the design. It's the lack of communication. If he would have asked a few questions before starting, or at least check in with me during the process to make sure we are heading into the right direction, I'm sure this could have been avoided. But instead, I simply received the finished livery with the message, "Hope you like it." I did have a revision available, but I already waited pretty long for this one. I should have received Ether's livery on 30th July. One day later I still got no livery, so I decided to ask for updates. Then I asked again. And again. Well, there is just nothing to do about it. I mean, if Ferrari calls to fix Charles Leclerc's front wing, that's just way more important than delivering a service that's already been paid for. To be honest, that's not exactly the customer service I appreciate. And I mean, it's not like I expect my liveries to come with a hand job. Missing a deadline is completely understandable. Missing every deadline without telling the customer and then cancelling the order is a different story. So in the end, I got no livery, no communication, and no hand job. However, there is still one livery left, so let's find out if I'm just a nagging asshole or if there is actually a livery on Earth that can satisfy me.
You know how it go, we finding the gold, the deeper we dig. So we just keep digging till we finally get it, like fuck it, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I gave you my word, don't break it for knowing you know I'ma keep what I said. Ready for war, I've been deep in the trench, been jumping since I had them squeaks in the bed. Ice in my body, I'm cold under pressure, recovered like I had no heat in the vents. Shooting, I don't have a conscience, too much to accomplish, you know I can't leave it to chance. Throw it in the bag, throw some dots, I'm Jackson Dart, I'm out of pocket playing tag. Catch me if you can, empty out the mag. Took the lead, I run the track, and I'm never looking back.
That's what I meant with his liveries looking professional. It's exactly the direction I asked for. And it looks exactly like the references I sent without copying anything. He did a really great job. There is just one little thing I have to mention. He forgot to include the YouTube reference I mentioned in the brief. That's not a big deal. That would have taken him 5 to 10 minutes to fix. But honestly, I don't think a single iRacer has ever searched for my name just because they saw my name on a car. So I just ignored that. As a customer, I am 100% happy with that livery. But now I'd really like to hear your opinion. After doing this experiment twice, I don't think better client briefs automatically lead to better results. Of course, the more input you give, the closer the result will be to your expectations. But to me it looks like a better client brief cannot replace a great designer. So what do you think? If you had paid for these liveries, would you have been happy with the results? Which one is your favorite? And do you think the better briefs actually led to better results? And now it's time to announce the winner of the livery giveaway. As I said, the winner gets a custom livery made by the designer with the most votes. And that designer was me, but I'm not a professional designer, and honestly I don't think I can do as good as a job as Tam. He came second in the voting, so he's going to design the livery. Thanks to everybody that voted. I'm really sorry I can only choose one winner. If someday this thing makes me earn some money, I will definitely change that. I asked the YouTube AI to randomly pick a winner and it spit out the name. Congratulations, you got time to text me on Instagram till the next video, or I will try with the next winner. Thanks for watching and I hope I'll see you in the next one.